because
He just said I'll be
it'd be
right back. Oh.
because figuring out the rules mid-session will not be a good time.
I didn't figure. That's why I wanted to do it. Or that's why I wanted you to, write down the rules, not...
Well, I had to go over some stuff with you about it.
Well. Are we ready to begin?
According to this Cash App card I found, I'm Nurse Mallory Jones, and I'm about.
Yeah, Riley doesn't think.
Ever.
Look, man, I had classes and stuff to start this week. All right, you know.
I have classes and stuff this week.
Ah, damn.
I just they come to mind. I think they come to mind.
Bro, heard we're taking a week off. Forgot the game existed.
Every time.
Well, we took quite a bit off.
It was a month.
Exactly. Further pre-temple.
Bro, had a month. Did none of it.
Bro, I don't want to hear any complaints. I spend my spare time to write these rules in a notes format for you guys, and all I'm getting right now is complaints.
Yeah, because you didn't do it. You had one job, Riley.
But no, this was something I did on my volition, not a job.
Well, when you decided to give yourself this job, you
We
fucked up.
decided.
You didn't realize the amount of work you were creating for yourself.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear any complaints.
But my job is to complain about everything you ever do. It's why literally
Yeah,
90% of the diss track
complain
about me
but
that Avery
Is
I haven't
actually
seen that
just
yet.
about
It's
you.
not
I'm holding off for
90%.
D&D. I'm
Not
holding off for
90%.
D&D tomorrow.
It's either bald jokes or like
Because you're bald.
Rat.
no, he doesn't even mention that.
Bro, Avery, you're missing some good material.
Like
Oh, don't worry. There's more on the way.
we just got the Tyler diss track today. That one came out a day late for some reason.
I still have to watch my diss track.
It's alright. Okay, so I went and I watched the last bits of the last session because I needed a reminder of exactly where we left off, right? It's been a month. So now I'm going to tell you guys exactly where we left off. So, you guys had just arrived at the system of Zaalus 9. The system of Zaalus 9, having gone from Tynilla. You had scanned the system. You got the disposition for the worlds, 6 worlds total, 2 gas giants, and 1 moon that seems to be habitable. You said you were going to be surveying. Most of the last session, you guys were interacting with the other rogue trader, in which Riley just got styled on for like an hour. And then you guys got the gift of Lazarus. Nice guy that he is, you know, and death cultist, you know. You get a little bit of both from him. Yeah. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Oh, we had don't forget the 11-course meal.
Oh yeah, the 11-course meal. Styling on Olivier von Wythalian. Literally never had an 11-course meal. Ever. Family's never been that wealthy. Not as long as he's been alive.
No. Look, it was back before his mother died, alright?
Even then your family
Back
wasn't
when
wealthy.
they owned the world.
Wasn't that wealthy?
Look, I by rogue trader standards, yes, but we could at least have an 11th-course meal every once in a while. All right, we weren't that poor.
That was
Every once in a
Sanguilia,
while.
you know.
Sanguinala. So, I believe I've recapped last session. Who do I put in charge of background RP this time? Because we actually had some. I'm gonna start alphabetically. Brennan, go.
Damn it. I don't want to.
That's unfortunate. You guys decided to start using background RP again, which means you gotta start recapping it. It's your
Lazarus. Is it my fault? Okay, bet.
You
Lazarus is a.
I felt that in my
Bear
soul.
said. That is what Bear said. I saw it.
Yeah.
I read it, in fact.
So Lazarus was doing some sort of ritual. Nyreen made a comment about it. You're getting very, like, bare bones. But Nyreen commented about it. Then Bear showed up, and then he insinuated of sacrificing Nyreen to whatever it was, because Bear didn't know what it was, so he assumed it was just a sacrificial ritual. Lazarus, okay, yeah, he explained what the ritual was, much to Bear's dismay.
Not what he was hoping.
No. He was really hoping we could finally get rid of Nyreen.
Me too, bud.
So yeah, after Nyreen finds out it's a ward, she pulls a knife, I guess. Yeah, she does. Bear pulls his gun and just kind of holds it. Lazarus isn't really afraid or bothered by either that happening. And then Nyreen leaves, and then Bear kind of follows just to watch her to make sure she doesn't do anything. And then Nephinae sent out her servants to invite Lazarus to a meeting. There you go.
Okay.
A wonderful retelling of exactly what happened.
Alright, I believe that the recap is now over. Do we have any questions before we begin? Yes, no, maybe, so. I like getting fucked in the ass because I like Jesus. Alright.
Good to know, Chris.
I'm just.
Oh, Chris, I didn't know VMI changed you that much.
Bro's into soaking now.
That's not what soaking is. Alright.
I mean, theoretically, you could do both, I guess. I guess, but
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah, I guess. Alright, Riley, I'm sending you to Rykad Minoris now. Shut up.
cool.
Alright. This isn't entirely accurate, this music that we're changing to, because it insinuates that you're in a battleship and you're in literally one of the smallest ships in the Imperial fleet.
We are in a strike frigate, not the smallest.
You're in a sword class
I
frigate.
think we're in a sword cast strike frigate. All right, that's third smallest class of ship.
My bad. So, I have to remember how to scene transition. So, you guys had just arrived at Zaalus 9 and had begun scanning the planets. Most of them unremarkable. Some resources that you could exploit, but nothing substantial, you know? However, one world of interest appears to be at the moon for one of the gas giants. This moon, luckily in a habitable zone, appears to be about average temperature, maybe slightly on the warmer side, archipelago world. Adorned mainly in islands and no major large land masses. Volcanic islands seems to make up the majority of the land mass. on the planet, and a majority of it is water. Not quite an ocean world, but because there is land, and some of it is relatively significantly sized, especially around the poles, where there's like some Greenland-esque, you know, islands, but majority of them are more on the smaller side. As you arrive at this planet, can I get an auger array check? Riley?
Yes, give me one quick second to
Are you
find
looking up the
where I can do
rules?
that.
How do I spell archipelago?
Oh, also, Riley, you forgot to add the rules to the additional rules document.
Don't
How do you
worry, I
spell it?
remember the 2 rules I'm gonna add.
You might want to add them before you forget.
So this is a habitable moon of one of the gas giants. There were 6 inhabitable planets, 2 of them being the gas giants.
Yes. And other moons as well, but this one's actually inhabitable.
This is gas
Chris, quick
giant
question.
1 or gas giant 2?
This is the closer of the two. The other one's further out.
Chris, you're recording? Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, just making sure.
To get forget.
Ordering how. No, I'm just trying to make sure how studious I need my notes right now to be.
Ship makes a challenging plus 0.
When you say
Scrutiny
an
plus detection.
auger like check, are you referring to active augury?
Yes.
Okay.
You could choose who makes the check.
All right, out of character, guys. Here's the best scrutiny.
Let me check.
Zaalus has a 38. Nephinae has a 54.
I have a 54.
All right, nice. Do a challenging check. That is 54 plus 17.
So just add 17 in your modifier and make sure that it's challenging.
So modifier 17.
Yes. Damn. So scanning over the planet, there appears to be some structures of indeterminate age.
We
And
believe they are
architecture.
human or Xeno.
Suspected humanoid, but difficult to tell.
Perfect. We'll have some. I mean, are there multiple ruins or just one that we can find?
There are several smaller ruins.
All right. I'm gonna have some teams head down, and I'm also gonna inform Lance to pick the most interesting ruin for me and the rest of my retinue to go down. Just do
Okay. So,
have a nice time.
he selects the largest of the ruins, a sort of structure, one larger structure surrounded by some smaller outer buildings. In the center structure, or in the relative equator of the world. As you all are going down in Arvis Lighter, you notice that the architecture appears to be distinctly perhaps Great Crusade era Imperial. Likely a military outpost of some kind, constructed to oversee the world. This is likely the command center at one point. It's a large structure, but not by any scale of like Imperial standards, you know? This would likely be the commanding structure for an army of soldiers, but not, you know, a significant force beyond that.
Quick question for the ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any signs of damage, like a conflict, or is it all just eroded to time?
I mean, most of it's just eroded at time, but there is clear signs that this place was likely attacked a long time ago. Likely during the Horus Heresy. What side it fought on is indeterminate. There's no distinct heretical markings, but everything's so eroded on the structure, and a lot of the a lot of the metal has become rusted over.
All right. Are the rest of you guys ready? This might be some architect to be had, which means profit.
Alright. I'm gonna assume, based off of the silence, you're all complicit.
Yeah.
So I didn't even hear what he said. It sounded like he cut out for me. So
Oh, my bad. All right. There's potentially some architect to be had. Are the rest of you all ready? Be some profit.
yeah, Bear just like grunts, the usual.
I'm ready.
Can I do a scanning the Aether
Can you post what that
thing?
does in chat? I actually don't know what it does.
All right.
Alright, that works too. Oh, this is a ship action.
Yes.
Sure. Roll me the difficult -10 science test. Jesus Christ,
Damn.
would you like to spend a fate point?
No.
Okay.
Bro, the dice gods have not been favorable to you, man.
You could give me a +10 at any time, but you're not.
A +10 would not have saved you either of those times, so we're gonna clear.
Okay.
Yeah, but that would be a different reality, you know. Worse than the reality where you didn't.
Apologies.
Well, then you should have just made the roll a second later when the laser was looking at a different quark.
So.
That's how
You
to
can't.
determine their dice rolls, by the way.
Yeah. I can't get. You can't get any significant check. Doesn't seem to be any distinctly warp manifestation or heretical presences.
At least I'm doing something, Riley.
She is actively involving herself in the game. This is true.
Would you rather me not?
That's true. No, please don't. It's lonely. Ugh.
That's right.
So you all are going to enter.
Yes. Chris, I assume we have like a Voxcaster with us.
Yes. I want you to know Lance did not go planet side. He is chilling in the ship. When I say chilling, I mean like
Yeah,
busy out of his mind. But
he's gonna be the person I Vox. Lance, I know this goes without saying, but I just wanted to check in and make sure. of anything.
You cut out.
If anything, what, Riley?
Oh,
This is just what's
sorry.
happening with the Vox.
Lance, I know this should for one, I know this should be done, but I want to confirm. Everyone's on in the teleportarium is on standby, correct?
Yes, little Captain.
Just making sure. Got to do all the proper checks. Just in case something goes awry.
Alright. So you guys enter. Look around. Can everybody roll me a awareness check?
Realistically, would the navigator be here?
I mean, that's your discretion.
Any modifier?
In
Challenge.
often navigators tend to be a part of their personal retinue because their eyes are
Just
dangerous
check.
and can easily
Fair
kill
enough.
people.
Fair enough.
An
You're
awareness
also
check.
not like the novator of your household or anything, so you're expendable, relatively speaking, for a
Yeah.
navigator.
Yeah.
You're like
Awareness what
Hey,
check?
challenge.
you're not expendable to me.
What's the challenging modifier
Oh.
again?
+0.
Okay.
Awareness. There it is.
Nice sequential order.
I do appreciate when y'all do that kind of stuff.
We got a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a -6.
Look, Olivier is taken in by the sides. He finds this stuff kind of exciting. He's
He also sucks. He has no awareness, apparently. Alright.
also thinking, he has some things on his mind. He's thinking maybe I'll stay a few days and use the resort beaches here. Here they're nice.
Alright, so Gyros does not notice anything of note. And nor does Olivier. However, apparently Steel Knight 6, not Nyrene, notices a few things. Do I actually have a... I don't. I have Lance, so I'll put on Lance, but I don't have an art piece here for anything special. So, Nyrene, as you're walking around, notice through your Jukari heretical senses, there's almost a distinctly battle-worn appearance to this first interior chamber that you enter, this sort of gateway. The signs of scratches along the walls, diggings into the wall, pinpoints where you perhaps see where a burn or a hole might have been from an impact. Stuff like that is not uncommon as you enter this first entry chamber. However, there's distinct lack of bodies, which is concerning.
Could I... Actually, no, never mind. Could I also roll for silent move so that I'm not, like, walking too openly?
Sure. Alright, cool.
So I just see the claw marks on the walls, right?
They're not claw marks per se, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
You see signs of battle.
Signs of battle. He
that I
specifically
laid
did
out-
say not claw marks.
That is not, in fact, one of the many details I included. Nephinae. You've studied a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
You're not an expert per se, but you've done a lot of history lessons on what your family has access to, which is technically all redacted, and you can only trust it so much because the Inquisition's had their hands on history. But do you even know that? Probably not. But
Huh?
looking at this structure, and around it is very clearly a militant institution, right? The signs of battle
Mhm.
are apparent to you, but you don't take them in as much as perhaps Nephinae does, who relish, or not Nephinae, Nyreen does, who relishes in battle. You're just sort of here. What you do notice is that after you enter through the main gateway and you look around, what remains of any of the art that might have perhaps been laid out here suggests that this was. There are banners along the wall and a few pieces of art that suggest this was once an outpost of the Imperial Army. But also, they hold the insignia of a very specific warband. Can I get a common lore Imperium test?
Uh,
If you have that. You do not. Okay. You see a banner that looks familiar to you, but you are not necessarily um, the right one to speak about, and we can come back to that in a second. Bear. What you notice is the most distinct of them all, because you have the ability to see in darkness, don't you? So does Nyreen, but you have yours with your eyes, right? Like a specific thing about your augments.
laser eye.
Yeah.
So you're looking around, and at the far back of the room, um, there appears to be. This was probably an entry chamber that you're walking through. Um, the long hallway, and you'd walked through like the courtyard and a bunch of militant-looking structures, and at the back wall you see two towers with what look to be heavy stubbers sitting, like looking down, in a state of relative disrepair. Um,
Stubbers.
They're machine guns.
yes.
Oh,
For everyone that is not familiar, the nomenclature for solid projectile weaponry that is not bolt weaponry is a stubber, in general. At least for
I'm
most
not.
automatic weaponry.
They tend to be more stubbers tend to be the term tends to refer to more of the heavier stuff.
Yeah. The two heavy stubbers look like they could perhaps be salvaged, but otherwise appear, uh, you know, battle worn and rusted over. Um, you also notice that the gate on the far side is destroyed and, like, down. That is the end of the awareness checks.
It's the far back of the courtyard.
This is the far back of this chamber. Though you're indoors right now. It doesn't feel like you're indoors, because the way I would describe it is as a very large, probably like choke point. Um, to like make siege more difficult of the facility. You know,
Like a narrow checkpoint or like the massive ones.
I mean, narrow on the imperial scale. It is wide enough to fit a Lehman Russ minimum, probably two side by side, if you're careful. And you could probably fit almost a company, not like by in a standard like marching column through that. You know?
Yeah.
it's quite the entrance.
Yeah, it's quite an entrance. But the Imperium doesn't do anything small, so.
Okay.
The best thing we could probably do is find a map to
Help
probably
navigate the place.
not only navigate, but we probably want to make our way to the more command part of thing. That's where we can get some. Maybe figure out what happened here, and also to hide. more of the
Yeah, Nephinae kind of points
Good
out the
option.
banners.
All right. Are we going to look at the banners that Nephinae points out?
yes.
Who has Common Lore Imperium, or some variant of Common Lore Imperium? Or more advanced forms of Common Lore Imperium?
I got one.
Does Lazarus?
Let me look. He has... He does have Common Lore Imperium, but he does not have a more advanced form. But actually, he has something that would be useful for right here. But I am going to make the roll difficult for him.
Chris,
You
what's the role for the Common Lore Imperium?
Minus 30.
Minus 30.
Yes.
God damn.
would you be able to roll Tactics Imperium possibly as a roll for
Tactica
this?
Imperialis? Actually,
Scholastic Lore
yeah.
Tactics Imperium. Like, would you be able to?
Yes, but I don't know if your 16 is going to help you here. But actually, it should be a trained skill, I think. So it should be more than a
Oh,
16.
should it be trained instead of basic? Okay.
I hope so.
What'd you get it from?
It's
if
part
it's an
of
advanced
my.
skill,
Yeah, I think so. That or I got it from leveling up, and I just
should
put
be a
points
trained
into it.
skill.
You double
It should
check.
be a trained skill because it's an advanced skill.
Not necessarily true. Sometimes certain things give you basic untrained skills.
That is true.
I
But
don't know
there's
what it's from
exceptions
though,
in
so I'm going to assume. No, he should have Tactica Imperialis.
I
As a
get it
trained
as a
skill.
starting skill
Yes.
for
All right.
Archonauts. So.
Roll that with a minus 10 for me. Or you could use Common Lore War with a minus 10. I'll allow that too.
Forbidden
Okay, I
Lore
can do that one.
Heresy?
He actually had something perfect here. He just didn't roll well enough on it.
Damn. I just did.
Oh, we did have a Common Lore War utilizer. None of you rolled well enough though. Unless I guess Nyreen wouldn't. Actually, what lore skills do you have? Nothing that would be helpful here. Okay.
No.
Would Daemonology help?
Daemonology? You could roll Forbidden Lore of the Warp
Yay!
with a minus 20.
Better than the rest of you guys.
So, a lot of
Let's
you are
just take some of it back.
thinking.
Just grab some of the banner and take it back.
See the banner.
Oh, hey.
All of you think
Hey!
that the banner looks familiar, but can't quite put your finger. Oh wait, Gyros, you already rolled for one. You don't get to shoot. You don't get to roll again.
Ah, shit. I didn't know I could do the warp.
You didn't ask me if you
To
could.
be fair, it's low. To be fair, it's much lower.
Yeah, you rolled much lower on this one. All right. I'll allow it. The whispers of the warp, you're listening to them, right? There's always some whispers in the back of your mind. That's how it works as a psyker, you know? And you think very hard about what you're looking at. Pondering it, even. You look, and it sort of comes to mind something. The insignia. And I will post it in chat for all of you. So I'm sure you're all curious. Let me... I'm trying to find it without... Alright. I'll just use this because I can't find one that's... Actually, wait. I got it. I'm going to need to do some minor image editing, but...
Don't worry, guys. I won't know what it is.
Oh, good thing. You can learn.
Oh.
If I remember correctly. I'm also testing my own knowledge here.
Man, why does this have to be the world with the archipelago and the nice beaches, man? Has to be chaos related.
Yeah, they just want a little break to dip their toes in the water, which we should do afterwards. Make Bear do
Yeah.
it first, just in case there's, like, flesh-eating bacteria.
I was more thinking about, killer fish creatures, but
Yeah, he's hungry. Bears eat fish.
Okay, that one, yes. Wait, no. I have the... Which one am I looking at? The...
Ask Bear if he'll eat fish.
That one, yes. I did have the right one. This insignia.
What are you saying, Riley?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
It's a claw.
Ooh.
It's a falcon. Red falcon claw.
And something speaks to you about this insignia. Great psychers of the past were once connected to this insignia. Psychers that went rogue. You can't quite put your finger on it, though. Where they were, what they were.
Have I seen this insignia before?
No. It just something about it speaks to you. The whispers in your head. You've never seen this insignia before. Not as far as I know, at least, about your history.
Yeah, probably not.
Does anybody out of character know what this insignia is?
It looks familiar to me.
Tony? You're my only other 40k nerd here, so...
That symbol?
Yeah, that's symbol. Do you know what it is out of character?
One of the war bands, right?
Well, I know that.
Well, we know it's a warband.
It looks like a Zinch symbol from the center. That's what I'm picking up the most.
I was
I could be
thinking
wrong.
Finch, but
Well, it has the same, like you
It
see the
has a
center part?
circle in it.
Not the circle. The way it's lined up.
the claws, actually.
Oh, like a bird. Because
Like a
it's a bird.
bird.
I'll let you guys ruminate on that as we continue. You all continue further inside. Obviously, there's clear signs of strange happenings with the banners on the wall. And mind you, there's only 2 of these, one on each side of the wall, right? The rest of it, the regular, like, army banners, right? As you go further inside, you enter into what appears to be the central tube. I say tube. It's basically a big elevator, right?
I was right, Pug.
Can we just like take down one of the banners and like
They're pretty high up
bring
on
it
the
on the
wall.
ship?
You have to get some special equipment to do it.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Just based on
Yeah.
how it looked, Tony, I had a feeling.
I was right with the direction.
Wonderful.
Andrew, very helpful here. Um, the central tube appears to have a panel to interact with it on the elevator itself. However, it appears to be currently out of power. Looking around, you can see that there is a ladder that leads along towards the top. That you could theoretically utilize. But that's a long climb. When I say a long climb, I mean like 500 meters of ladder climbing.
Well, unfortunately, ladders it is.
There's also a hatch under the ladder.
Nephinae doesn't like either of these options. So this is the second chamber. There's a hatch going down and a ladder going up.
Yep.
Hmm. Chris, could I use Commodore Imperium to determine whether or not they'd probably put the whole command area
Above or below.
above or below?
Yeah,
I know
sure.
it varies, but like, what tends to be more common?
Okay, yeah, sure, roll.
Alright.
Plus 20.
Plus 20? Alright, I might actually be able to do it.
Oh, a nat one.
I got a nat one. God damn, man. It had to be this test I got a nat one.
Yeah, more than likely, it's probably up. Most Imperial structures build their main command centers at a point where they can see a lot of area. So, usually up high. However, they usually have backup ones underground as well. Depending on the size.
The main command center should be above ground, but they have backup ones under, usually. If they're following Imperial doctrine. Which is a big if. So let's head up first and then down later.
So we're climbing up. Alright.
Yeah.
So you guys begin climbing up. You guys pass many floors as you climb this ladder. There's all a bunch of low Gothic that you can read that would likely tell you what these rooms were at one point, a long time ago. But you continue up to the very tippy top, and you exit in this large command center room. It appears that a lot of the cogitators are pretty damaged.
Is this like battle damage, or is this like just wear and tear damage?
Some of it's battle damage. Most of it's wear and tear.
Okay. Well,
Is
does
there
the
any
battle
like,
damage look purposeful, or chances are is it just collateral damage?
Likely just collateral damage.
is there any like blood or anything on the floor? Skeletons?
Bodies?
No. Again,
It's all
weird. You
clear?
haven't seen a single body. There's probably stains of blood on the ground,
Could
You do see a
I
few, but
roll
no.
tracking on the blood to see if it leads any direct direction?
Sure.
How old is this blood? Like, this has gotta be pretty fucking old,
I
right?
mean, there's stains. It's not like the literal metal has been stained by blood. So clearly there was a lot.
Uh,
It's not like you see the remnants of blood. It's just the stains of blood. It's very old. So the blood all seems to congregate right around or it all seems to like bring together in like streaks, based off of what you're looking at, um, towards the central elevator.
Okay. Uh, Lord Captain,
Yes.
the rest of this blood all leads to that elevator over there.
Usually it's a bad sign, but
Are we just looking around, or are we looking for anything in specific?
I'm initially looking around, but now I'm looking around for archaeotech, especially the military installation like this. I hmm. Based on the lack of bodies, I assume it probably fell to the arch enemy. I'm trying to think. The only place where there wouldn't be any other bodies would probably be Drukari, but none of the damage kind of indicates it would be them. By the way, welcome, Logan.
Huh?
Logan joined.
Uh,
Yes, the arch enemy. Well, probably the arch enemy. So just to give you some context, to catch you up quickly. In Taslos 9, we were exploring. We found a moon to a gas giant that is kind of like an archipelago world with some signs of civilization. The civilization appears to be imperial, or was very old. And so far, there's been no bodies.
No bodies.
So, you look around the command center. And the entire facility looks like it's powered down, so you'd have to like reignite the power somehow to get, uh, you know, the
Alright.
cogitators back on that might still be working. But even that's just a chance.
Well, I, that means we can't go up the elevator too, as well. If there are any working plasma reactors here, they'll probably be close to the center. Unless any of you guys have better ideas on where they might be, or just how to proceed, you know?
what does like the room look like?
Basically just a big room full of computers, and a few areas that looks like where tables were, and a few places where people would probably stand to watch and like oversee.
So it's not as run down as we initially thought.
I mean, like, it's in bad shape, but it's not
It's
like,
still standing. That still says
yeah, I mean, it's
something.
all metal. Metal does not go away easily. Unless actively, like, destroyed. Right.
He was just staring at Olivier. Like he's just waiting on him because he has no idea what to do. Or no better idea of what they could do. 'Cause he just follows him pretty much.
Out of character. Tony,
Just breathing down his neck.
you said
Yeah.
the blood leads down to the elevator
The
shaft?
central
Or is it a
elevator.
central elevator. Alright, so we can
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just making
He
sure.
quite
I
literally
was
just always
making
over his
sure it wasn't a
shoulder.
hallway. Alright. I'll just continue inward. Probably towards the center. Best we can.
Towards the center of what?
Just the complex in general, you know.
So, like, you're going back
Olivier's-
down?
Is there anything up here elsewhere that, you know?
It's a room. There's also an elevator.
The elevator shaft that you came up? And all the cogitators and, like, the command stuff.
So we can't even open like the elevator doors without the power. Like we can't just force them open. Or do we even want to do that?
I mean,
if
it's
we
not
could?
like when I say like an elevator, it's not like a door. It's like just a platform that goes between the levels.
Oh,
Is
okay,
this
never mind
like,
then.
are the robots like armed? Are they like the military kind, or are they more like
Robots?
the cogitators?
Cogitators
Those are
are computers, not servitors.
Fucking kill me now.
You didn't know that? Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
Wait till she learns about the new sphere.
Chris, how high does it go up?
Go touch grass.
I mean, you climbed about 600 meters of ladder.
I'm talking about the elevator shaft.
Oh, this is the top floor.
I assume the platform's not on the top floor
No,
for it,
it was on
or
the middle floor, or the floor that
it's
you
on the
started
middle floor?
on.
Do we see anything on the platform? Bodies? Or did we not even
Nope,
like check the
there are
platform
no
itself?
bodies. I mean, you didn't really. You just sort of got there. You guys saw an up and a down.
Okay.
Alright, I don't want to climb down. Here's what we're gonna do. Chris, I'm gonna Voxnet and tell them to teleport us back up and then teleport us back down, and I'm gonna tell them,
What a waste of resources.
what do you mean? This is vital importance for the Rogue Trader.
Yeah, at this point, Nephinae just sits down.
Okay. So you guys teleport back to the ship. Then are
Oh,
teleported-
I didn't realize we were teleporting back to the ship like this.
And then we're gonna teleport back down.
Then you guys teleport back down to the entrance. Again. So you gotta walk back in. But
It's quicker than doing
That's
For
meter ladder.
Literally, as soon as I get teleported like back into like the main entrance, Bear's just he just sighs, just so disappointed.
Hey, it's at least quicker than going down the ladder, alright?
yeah, at this
Bear
point,
just
Nephinae
shakes
just
his
kind of
head.
like
Like
walks
he doesn't
off.
like he doesn't like
Go
look
with water.
specifically at Olivier when he shakes his head, but he just like kind of shakes his head like he's just so disappointed that this is like what happened instead of just climbing back down the ladder.
laziness at its finest.
Yes.
Alright. So, you guys go back in, you go back to the elevator. You're at the elevator again. It's just a platform with a little cogitator on it that would allow you to go up and down, presumably. Little panel.
Little computer.
It's dead.
There's no manual controls.
Who would crank them?
I'm not talking about those type of manual controls, Chris. I'm talking like, for example, an idea that popped into my head. I don't think they've done it, but was to make sure the elevator would be able to go down using gravity.
I mean, you
In
just
the
want
not deadly way.
to. I mean, it's possible, but that would require an electronic input to start that.
See, this is why I didn't include mechanical shit.
The hatch
Alright.
is still there by the ladder.
Down the hatch we go.
Alright, you open the hatch. It appears to just be a way to access the ladder below. And you start climbing, and you climb, and you climb, and you go down, and you go down, and you go down. And you reach this room that looks like it was once the boiler room of sorts. The power and everything.
I assume we have some type of flower for like flashlights and all that.
I'd presume so.
Alright, just make sure.
Lamp packs, probably. It's not very bright, but you can look around and see all very dusty, old machinery that looks like it hasn't been touched in a very long time.
Oh, this is where I need to be.
You honestly don't know what you're looking at.
Olivier's just gonna search around for some cogitators.
There are a few, but they're all dead.
Oh, I know that, but there's cogitators nearby. There's probably a plasma reactor nearby.
Yeah, so you look around and you do find a plasma reactor. It's big, looks like it was turned off a long time ago, and some damage has come to it. It's hard to tell if it's wear and tear or somebody did it deliberately.
I take it none of you guys know how to turn on a plasma reactor?
Nephinae is like splashing in the water outside now. Like she's like, fuck this. I don't.
What's nothing?
Too dusty.
Irina's just kind of just staring at you.
Nephinae suddenly gets a vox cast. Where are you?
Outside.
Come. Okay. You don't know how to fix a plasma reactor. I'm not gonna bother. See, just come inside. You can wait at the top if you want to avoid climbing downstairs.
The water's quite nice.
It is.
Yeah. What do you think I'm gonna do after we explore this whole area?
I'm skipping the exploration part.
Don't make me tell them to teleport you back up to the ship.
Okay, I'll just go back to my spire then.
I'm gonna call you when we get the power back on.
So,
He gets like a little text message of like a thumbs up.
You all look around, fucking around for a while. Do find what would presumably be the on switch for the plasma reactor, but do you really want to press it? It's a button.
I'll press it.
Bear's gonna press the button. All right.
I'm assuming this is how it works.
All right. Give me some tech use. Tech use.
Oh.
I quite literally have a 0 in that.
Yep.
He doesn't know how to press a button.
It's literally just not giving me the option to roll it.
Roll me a d100.
Oh wait, there we go. Here we go.
Okay.
What's the modifier? Just 0.
Yeah. Okay, it's not that bad of a failure. So you press this button, and you all see the plasma reactor start to turn on,
Olivier's gonna step back several meters.
and then
Bro,
Hmm. It just sort
it's
of
so sad.
stops. Sounds like there was a crash inside of it or something. Maybe there's some internal damage. Like a bolt fell out on one of the things. Who knows? You probably don't want to stay near it, though.
It just like turns to Olivier and just shrugs.
Olivier would just shrug back to him. Hey, Lance. He's gonna go on the Vox house again. Hey, I need you to send me a tech priest.
Just one.
Maybe
Fucking
2 or 3. Look, we found a plasma reactor. We need power on in this place to actually be able to traverse it.
Is it working?
That's a big question, Lance, you know? But I want it to work, and that's what matters. So whenever you teleport them in, tell them to go straight, go through this hall, and then there should be a large ladder, and then tell them to go down this hatch. Should lead them to some boiler room.
Just tell, like, there's pain in his brain right now. Just like,
Olivier lives for it.
okay. And he just calls. He's like, he just leaves, like, ends the Vox, and he, like, about 30 minutes later, 3 tech priests sort of saunter their way down and look at you. What?
We'd like it to be fixed and working. We need power for the.
They look at the plasma reactor. You attempted to turn it on without the ritual of awakening.
I
machine
did
spirit
not
is
do
angry.
that.
It will require 4 days of ceremony to calm the machine spirit.
Bear just looks at the tech priest and shrugs, and then points at the button.
Be like 4 days to press one button.
The machine spirit is angry. Its last
I
time
understand.
awakened was bad.
I love how
What-
this out of character. I love how the voice just makes me think of a tech priest shard now.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
Facts.
I trust you to tell it that it'll be used for good this time, and we'll be back.
You have no understanding.
That's why we have you. We
Go,
have someone deserving.
layperson.
All right.
Bro, that's your Lord Captain.
Actually, hold on.
He
You
gives
know who I
no-
am.
He just sort of looks at him. You think he blinks. It's hard to tell because both of his eyes have been replaced by augments.
Look, I'm not the one who touched it. All right, that was Bear. I don't want to. I didn't. I want.
You are responsible for everyone on the vessel as your position of Lord Captain. His mistakes are your mistakes.
What's your name?
He just looks at you.
Come on, I want the designation.
Alpha Centauri 6.
All right, duly noted. Is that a 6 spelled out with an actual 6 or the word 6?
The number.
Just making sure. Ran into that problem before. All right. Everyone, I have good news. We're gonna enjoy the beach for 4 days.
This is far too calm for Nyreen. There's no murder.
Man, Bear was
I
already
was
up
just
the
about to
ladder when.
say, like, Nyreen would just kind of give Olivier a look with like a hopeful glint in her eyes. Seeing
She
as
has
the
that like
Lord
shifty
Captain
look and
was
like
like,
it like
yeah.
itches her arm, kind of like
No,
Seeing that
no,
like Olivier
no,
was
no, no, no,
annoyed
no.
by the tech priest, she's like, God, please just give him to me.
Nyreen, I see it in your eyes. No.
If you attempt to kill me, the Omnissiah will be very upset.
Exactly. I can't, unfortunately, kill the Teak Priest because I feel like it.
Fucking Monkai gods.
It's, wow.
Do not call me a Mon Kai, filthy Xeno beast.
Metal or meat, you bleed the same.
I literally don't.
They technically bleed oil. A lot of the times. Olivier's gonna give him like a confident like the smile, like basically just telling her to keep annoying the thing.
You know, I always found the machines to always make the most interesting noises when put in the racks.
Do you want me to fix this or not?
All right, let's head to the beach, everyone.
Oh yeah, literally the first time when he told us to go back up the ladder, Bear like climbed back up. So he's like already there.
Alright, you guys get to enjoy 4 days on the beach.
Nephinae, you better have found a good spot on the beach if you're gonna be if you decided just to nope out.
oh she did, yeah.
Alright, so you guys chill on the beach for about 4 days. It's pretty vibin'. Nice beaches. Nice days.
Are there coconuts?
Is
Yes.
there any
Bear doesn't.
animals?
Bear
Yes.
doesn't swim. He just like looks at himself in the water. He enjoys
There's
the
animals?
reflection.
Yes.
Cool, I'm going hunting.
Okay. 4 days later, you get a report from the tech priest. He tells you the machine spirit has been soothed, but there is such significant damage on the internals after it attempted to be turned on that it will take them like months to repair because they literally don't have the resources.
Son of a bitch.
If they attempt to
Why
turn it
don't you
on
just
again, it
go
might
to a
blow up.
different?
All right, let's find a different entrance.
I would say, why don't you just go to a different fortress?
This is the biggest one.
They're probably all powered the same way.
I mean, we could technically maybe find a working plasma reactor over there and bring it over, but like I don't know how we get down the hatch. Look, let's just enter through a different place.
I mean, you're gonna have to climb the ladder if you want to get to the floors.
Well, it's either that or wait for months, and you know.
You know, time is relative, but you don't really want to be wasting it, is what you're saying.
Yeah. For 4 days on the beach, that's fine for right
Okay.
now. Might as well do. We could do a bit of recreational stuff, you know, in the fortress. But he will also tell them to get right on that, fixing that.
All right. Yeah, the tech priest team grows to about like 20 people. Um, you guys do explore around. And you,
Is it all like that room?
like the which room?
Is the structure all like, oh, you enter, there's an entrance, there's an elevator panel, there's a place under it, the reactor?
The structure only has one centralized reactor,
Okay.
and There are
And we
4
picked that.
entrances, each of very similar appearance,
So we can't go up, is what I'm hearing.
but they all lead to the central elevator. So if you want to go up, you have to go by the ladder to the various floors.
How tall is this building, Chris?
500 meters.
I said, how tall is the entire building?
500. Well, it's 500 meters up the ladder, so about 530 meters total. If you don't include the radio mast on the top.
Okay.
Or Vox mast.
Olivier would do it once, but if it's just like the other rooms that they previously saw, he's just gonna wait. He's just gonna wait the month.
It's just one floor.
Okay, Chris, can you elaborate on something? Does the ladder go to more floors than just one?
Yeah. It goes to 7 floors, both up and down.
I thought, okay,
Did I not make that clear enough?
no.
Did anybody else have difficulty understanding that a ladder would not just go to the top and bottom?
I kind of thought it was just those 2 floors.
Common sense, people.
We don't have that here.
Apparently not.
No.
I just didn't know how long the ladder was.
100 meters.
100 meters.
Far
Going
more than that.
down.
Going down, about 100 meters. Going up, about 500 meters.
Well, ladders it is.
Alright, so you begin exploring the rest of the fortress slowly. It is a big structure. You find a lot of places where people likely rested, old barracks rooms, an armory that appears to have some old las guns. All of them basically destroyed. Power packs, a bunch of other, some of them in reasonable-ish shape that you can utilize. No big weapons seem to remain. Likely they were taken or destroyed in a battle. There's signs of battle throughout the fortress. And eventually you clear it all. You go to the lower levels, there's some old crates that were likely full of rations and stuff like that, where they were likely keeping like supplies and stuff. Overall, you don't find much of worth, mostly given that, it's so old.
Bear probably cried at the loss of rations.
Yeah, he just kind of stares longingly.
The food that's so old, even Bear won't eat it.
He'll try.
He tried.
Yeah, he
tried
picks it
weird
up and
stuff.
looks at it to see if there's probably any edible bits left.
No.
I love my rat seasoned with corpse dust.
Distinctly throughout the entire place, you don't find a single body or set of bones. Nothing. Like,
Is there anything that would be inaccessible due to the elevator?
There's probably some areas, but
Probably got
Did we ever make it to the command room?
yeah, the big room of cogitators.
the one with all the computers.
Cogitators.
I assume the central, whatchamacallit, elevator shaft led to the command room. I didn't realize it was the room with all the computers.
It's the room with all the cogitators.
Chris, I got a question.
Yes.
Over the course of these days, does Olivier get reports of much more interesting finds from the other salvage teams?
In general, there's nothing super interesting. It
I
has
mean, the
seemed,
most interesting stuff would be the things that would be told to Olivier.
yeah,
Respected.
mostly that in every single place have smaller fortresses, stuff like that, right? Not a
Mhm.
single body's ever found. They're all gone. No bones, nothing. It's like everyone was spirited away.
Damn.
Most of the fortresses seem to be in a similar state of disrepair, like they had come under attack, and even a lot of the habs.
Wow, they beat the police queen.
Some weapons are found in better shape. In general, though, none of them are great. It appears that if anything was once here, it was likely taken. There's a distinct lack of firearms in a lot of the armories, like way less than there should be. And none of the old armor either of the Imperial Army appears to be remaining.
All right.
But how's the weather?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
how's the weather?
immaculate.
Ooh.
Ooh. I should
So
make
Does it rain?
Gets rainy a little bit, yeah.
Chris, for the final few days, we're just gonna get a few more beach days. Olivier would invite Lance for one of those days.
Lance does come down. Enjoys the beach. It's his day off. He gets one every
Get some
5 weeks.
enjoy, some wine on the beach.
Yeah.
Wait, I got it. All the handmaidens come down.
I mean,
Spend time on the beach that day.
I was presuming that Lance was taking some.
Are you saying Lance is a date?
Oh, I mean, Lance probably brought a date. Let's be real here. This is like prime date territory for Lance.
He does.
Who?
Yeah, come on. Let us judge this person.
Let us judge this person.
Is it the
let us judge this
professor
person.
or is it what's her face? The other
The
one.
Master of Ordnance.
Final thing.
Yeah.
He's shooting for the Master of Ordnance right now. Shooting his shot right now,
Oh no. Without a wingman.
He is
Nyla Shanks. Yeah.
Hey,
He's
nah,
got
he
bears
is
as
the
wingman.
he is the perfect wingman. All right, this nice, wonderful tropical beach.
He doesn't.
How
need
is
a
it? How
wingman.
is he doing? How is he doing?
Honestly,
I'm ready.
he's got game, but he's also got bags under his eyes, and is just not looking good.
Yeah, Olivier's
Needs
gonna
more
tell him.
sun.
Olivier's gonna, subtly tell him. You need to wait for a better time.
He just looks at him like, when the fuck is that?
Yeah. You don't give me any time.
When you don't have bags in your eyes, look. If you told me earlier you were gonna do this, I would have given you a day off, prepare to, not
He
have.
just looks at you
Look.
like,
Put what?
dead.
Put makeup on?
Well, yeah. I mean, not only that, but I mean, just okay. Look at his eyes. Look at the bag under his eyes. Ugh.
This man does so much for you. This man runs the shit for you.
Exactly. This is why I'm telling him this, so he can get what he
You
wants.
need to give him more days off.
Exactly. He should have told me beforehand he was planning to do a date on his beach.
And you all
wasn't.
leave exist in 40k?
Sorry, say again, Logan.
And you all leave exists in 40k? What?
I mean, he's my seneschal. He has
That's
something.
why he's so busy.
So he has the most work.
He does. He has the most.
The
work
most
out of
miserable guy on the ship.
everyone. Oh yeah, I think that's
No overtime pay either. No overtime pay at all.
Nope.
This motherfucker's on a salary.
He regrets every day that he agreed to do this. He's always tired. Like, it's just.
Bro, maybe he does need one of the handmaidens.
Fuck it, I've been in cryo again for like 5 days. Time for me to get to the beach.
Like, he's
Yep,
just
we're enjoying
always-
beach days. We didn't find anything.
Episode.
All the bodies were gone. No bones. The place was kind of looted, basically.
Alright.
Somebody got here before us.
Because if you show me that symbol, I can maybe make a history check depending on what it is.
You would have seen it earlier.
I
Already
did
did,
roll
and you
for
failed.
you. I did roll for you.
Oh, you rolled for me.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I rolled Forbidden Lore
'Cause you...
Heresy.
Oh, yeah.
And you did not
Okay.
succeed. It's such
Well,
a
thank you for
particular
predicting
symbol.
that.
It's such a particular symbol. I get why you wouldn't know it, you know?
Yeah. Well, at least you knew that I was probably going to roll for it given my
Yeah.
lore knowledge.
I
As in,
figured.
like, in-game lore knowledge, not out-of-game lore knowledge. because-
Also, everyone failed also beforehand, so Chris is trying to throw us a
What?
bone.
Damn, okay.
All you guys know about that symbol is possibly heretical in origin and is connected to psychers. And that's
Shit's bad.
that's really all you know about it.
Look, the Whispers told my astropath it's bad.
Shit's bad.
You guys do enjoy some beach time. Do you all just go back to your vessel and
Yes.
okay.
So I do want to preface, Olivier, although he did enjoy beach, like for the beach time, for like the first few days of the first few days of the second beach trip, he's kind of salty, he's just kind of like he's kind of bummed out, he's kind of like he's just trying to enjoy the beach, but like it's clear that he's trying to replace the beach with this exciting idea of adventuring some old ruins and finding archaeotech or something profitable that's big.
I mean, there
Or
might be
even
valuable
sell it.
information there. It's just gonna take a few months to get it.
No way they have your fucking beach.
We'll get the information eventually.
Are you gonna leave your tech priest here?
I mean, we're gonna put some guards with them. We're
So
gonna
you're
put
just
some.
gonna leave them on this random planet? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
We're gonna stay around for a month.
You know, it's gonna take several to repair this thing. They're literally finding scrap parts as they go to fix it.
Okay. Lance, we need to expedite this process. Tell them to go to some of the. Have some tech priests go to some of the other places and get spare parts.
Yeah, I
Also-
mean, they can
I
do
already
that.
suggested this before.
The extent of the damage is pretty bad on the reactor.
Am I just around?
Yeah,
Or-
probably.
You are just around, yes.
Yeah, he's rocking around the new robes.
Nice. Going up in the world. Moving up.
Going up in the world. Nah, he went from fucking thousands or hundreds of years old, who fucking knows, he can't remember, robes to, hey,
New
this
robes.
is new. I don't look like a hobo.
Yeah, we got you new robes.
He traded a
And
cookie for me.
there's parts where it's very, very crimson red. They stand out, look nice.
He traded a
They're-
cookie for them.
Yeah, he did.
Cookie for clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. You guys do spend a month just doing whatever, probably going down to the beach whenever you feel like it. And some things change, and they do get some progress, but it's going to take them time. Because the reactor has a lot of internal damage, and they can only work on it, in certain ways. And they have to do all the rituals. So, if you're willing to wait a few months, they'll get it done for you. The time is getting cut down a bit, but it's still going to take time.
We're gonna leave an ample amount of arc lighters, materials, supplies
I would say, why don't we
And
just look at the other planets and see if they have any resources?
yeah, you know what? Let's just keep things inside the system. We're still going to be leaving a bunch of resources and stuff, so we don't have to go back for now.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna do some surveying.
Look at the other moons. Look if there's any
No.
So are you gonna leave
Resources.
Gyros?
this and that.
What, Logan? Sorry.
Are you leaving the Tick Priests or no?
Yes.
Oh,
In the system, we're
Captain.
staying. We're remaining in the system. We're just going back on the ship. And
Yeah. I mean,
Captain.
yes.
If I may, I don't like the look of that symbol. Don't recognize it at all. But who said that it was psycho-related?
Astropath.
Astropath. I would not recommend leaving Tick Priests here, even guarded. Psychers are known to do some very funny things. A few of them do disappearing acts on other people.
I mean, what would you have
And
us
given
doing
what we
otherwise?
found here, no bodies, an entire facility abandoned, generator that just won't work. I don't
Oh,
think
that's
you'd have enough
the
personnel.
generator not working is because Barrett pressed a button.
Yes, he doesn't know that. He didn't hear about that.
Yeah, no, Olivier's informing you now.
It's funnier this way. I don't like it. No, I wouldn't. You're gonna lose Tech Priests. If you leave 20 Tech Priests here, you're gonna be taking 20 Tech Priests down permanently. If we're leaving, we take them with us. That's my suggestion.
What would you suggest we do then?
Leave,
Stay here on planet?
look for scrap parts, come back, and then stay. If we leave them here, they are most likely dead. But wasting time is suboptimal. We'll look on other planets, see what we can find then. If there's not really much to do, or if we could save time, we'll take parts from there and come back. I just highly advise against leaving Tech Priests here. You think there went more of them before we got here? Where do you think they went?
Probably died in the battle, if I had to guess. I understand your concerns, and I appreciate that you are very wary of any threats. However, for more, Chris, do we have an accurate dating for the ruins age at this point?
Great Crusade era. Probably late Great Crusade era.
We know the ruins here are from the later parts of the Great Crusade. All right. We explored most of the facility. Didn't find anything, anyone, or any abominations. We didn't find any heretical looking sites, rituals, or anything of the sort. It's been over a millennium since the battle probably took place.
Over a millennium.
No, it'd be more like 9.
10.
Over 10,
It's the 42nd
It's
millennium
entirely
right
up to
now.
you, Captain.
over 10 millennium. I think we're fine with leaving the tech breeze here.
Alright.
He's not wrong.
Entirely up to
It's
you.
been over a millennium.
It is entirely up to you. Hard decisions are the privilege of rank, but you know.
However,
risks.
I will. I'll leave the minimum amount that we need to with the timeline we are working with to
Alright.
mitigate any potential losses.
So, you guys leave some people there and go exploring around the rest of the system. There isn't much. Bit of space debris, probably, from something. Nothing of real worth, old scrap metal. Somebody might want it, but, you know, to you here right now, not super worth it. But you you explore around, and you come back about a month later, after surveying every system or every planet in the system. You still got about a month. You try and vox down to the planet, and you don't get any response from your team.
The look. I can imagine the look Lazarus is giving Olivier right now.
Now,
Captain,
Lazarus,
reinforce the
I
squads, fully armed. At
yes.
least.
We will do that. I understand you were definitely right about the situation, but
Calling me right changes nothing. We just need to
yep.
compensate.
I
So
appreciate your way of thinking.
It was the decision you thought was best at the time. Nothing to regret.
So you guys are gonna go back down to the planet.
Yeah, we're gonna go down.
Heavily
Okay.
fucking
But can
armed.
can I do can I do
With
another
a company of soldiers,
scan?
Chris.
Yeah. Can I do the
Science?
scanning the warp again?
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect
Can I
well.
get that with that +10?
Yes, I will use my
Okay.
exceptional leader trait because that's clearly something I am.
Captain, I
All
do
right, so
recommend
just be
spexing first.
0.
Say again.
Oof. I'll re-roll it.
I was about to say, are you gonna spend a fate point to reroll that?
Captain, I do recommend using your Auspex to scan the planet first.
We've already specs the planet.
Oh, okay.
She's
We
currently
did it before making
warp
landfall.
auspexing it, basically.
Warp Auspex. Lovely.
Hey.
You run your detection over the planet, and you look into the warp with your third eye, and you just get this sense, this feeling.
Mhm.
Sorry, weird. You get this just weird feeling, this disturbance in the warp that's relatively recent. A portal, perhaps.
Is that it?
I mean, you only get 1 degree of success.
That's true. That's true.
And reading it over, I'm going to read the thing over again, because you posted in the chat.
I did.
Shadow of reality unmasked within the warp, and it counts as having successfully performed an active augury extended action. The navigator penetrates the warp to sense what lies beneath, or what lies unseen beneath mundane reality, looking for the telltale signs of danger, foes, and warp manifestation. You don't sense any direct danger at the moment, but it was clear there was direct danger here at some point.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use my Vox machine or whatever it's called, and contact Olivier.
Yes, Nephinae?
Lord Captain, there's definitely some signs of warp manifestation on this planet in some way or another. It's almost as if there's been a portal that's been opened.
Currently, or
No, it's just a shadow in the warp at this point.
At one point, yes. At this point, no.
of course. How recent would you say,
Mm,
with the best of your judgment?
how recent, Chris?
At least a week ago.
A week, at the very least.
Of course, it has to be a fucking week. All right. I'll prepare a company. We'll send them down. I'll go along with them.
Okay. Prepare a company of enforcers. Captain really doesn't want to do this, but he's going because he's been told to.
Olivier's gonna see this and he's gonna be like, Hey, can we pick the more expendable people?
So you want the worst enforcers? Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Um,
The
you
ones
pick
who've been a bit lippy.
yeah. So you guys go back down to the planet, and you go down onto the
I mean, Chris, it is a fortress after all.
yeah. You guys go back in, and you approach the fortress with your company after disembarking the Arvis lighters. You look around. Nothing up here. Um, you do get to the elevator, and you do see a lot of dried up blood, at least a week old. Relatively recent in the scale of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of blood and some
No
gore
bodies.
as well, but no bodies.
Is the power on at
Don't
least?
tech priests not have blood?
This was from like the enforcers that he sent to,
Protect them, okay.
yeah. Um, the power's not on now. Would our resident psyker like to do anything? I don't know what he'd do, but you know, he's a psyker. He's knowledge.
Let me see.
Science is not weapon skill. What is it?
Gyros, do the whispers say
It's
anything?
a advanced skill.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what science.
Or I should specify anything useful.
Perception. Anything, Gyros?
I think he died.
Can I roll science?
Yeah, sure. Of
Is
course
that
you can.
just a 0 modifier?
Yeah, 0 modifier. Unfortunate.
Ooh.
You can always use a fate point.
Actually, I will.
I'm gonna use exceptional leader.
Alright. Reroll with a +10. How will the corks favor you? We'll find out.
Not at fucking. Wait,
Damn.
no, he fucked it
Well,
up.
yeah, you fucked it up. You still failed, but
No, he would have
actually, no,
succeeded
you would have
with plus
succeeded.
10.
Yeah, you just did it wrong. I don't know how, but you did it
He
wrong.
just said a 0. Threshold 0.
That's not right. But you're correct. You would have succeeded.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
So, you reach out to the immaterium and sort of open your senses to sort of try and detect presences of the warp around you. And you sense inferno, flame, warp flame, burning, a portal. Gone, but the remnants still in the air. Beneath you is where the portal was. The
Directly
main
beneath
one,
us?
likely. The sense in the immaterium, the voices, the whispers. Heresy. And it's all faint now. It's so faded at this point.
Seems like the portal is directly beneath us. It reeks of heresy.
There's still a portal?
The remnants, they're burning
Oh.
beneath us, I think.
Lord Captain, how many mines do you have in supply?
Let me call someone real quick. Let me box someone real quick. Hey, how many mines do we have? Oh,
Like,
sorry. Get someone to delegate. This is unimportant.
Every mine you have.
But get someone to vox me how many mines we have.
like landmines?
Landmines, yeah.
Alright. About 2 hours later, you informed that you have about 3,000 landmines.
Chris, how much space is there between the main elevator shaft and the nice cogitators?
Like the ones on like the command floor?
In the command, yeah, floor.
Some. Not a massive amount.
Okay, so we'll have some landmines.
So you're just gonna have them start placing landmines places?
I need 100 landmines. 500 landmines. I'm sorry. I had to.
Well, hold on, Lazarus. All right, I want the
500
cogitators
landmines.
intact. I want the cogitators intact, and we're just gonna put it around the entrance to the portal. Or where was the portal?
Okay. So in the place where the cogitators are, and in the bottom floor where the portal was.
In the portal area.
Okay.
Not near the cogitators.
Look, Captain, if I may, why don't we just blow it up? Like the entire structure.
Because I was prideful and wanted to read one of those cogitators.
Is it really worth it?
Probably not.
Bear shakes his head.
On the cogitators they are likely protecting or don't want to be found. If they're working this hard to protect it after 10,000 years, it is worth it. We can hurt them.
I do not know if this is wise, Lord Captain, to remain.
All
I'd rather
right.
leave.
We'll leave.
Another time, with more forces, we can return. If there's proven heresy, I'm sure the Inquisition would have interest.
Ooh. We'll keep the site intact in that case. I'm certain Inquisitor Telerius might be interested.
That information might prove valuable to an investigation, for all we know. Or provide some insight. It's impossible to know, but at the very least it will provide us insight we don't currently have. But right now, we do not have the ample resources to keep this place safe. Assuming that they
Yes, I'm
could
aware.
have infinite resources that they could pull out of the immaterium. It is
Oh, damn,
clear
but they
that
could
the
strike
veil
at any
is
moment.
already weak on this planet. I do not wish to tempt that any further without the proper protections.
We won't. We'll leave. They could strike at any moment. There's not much we can do defense-wise.
Anywhere, possibly as well. Likely the immaterium is weakest right there where the original portal was laid, but it is possible that they could create one anywhere. And we do not know the forces that lie against us. It might merely be demons. Or perhaps it's much worse.
Yeah, if those demons, there'd probably be bodies left. Not saying there wasn't demons. Saying there's more demons.
Alright. So we're going to leave. Is that the consensus?
Yes, Olivier looks like the most defeated in his life. Sorry, second most time he's been the most defeated in his life.
What's the first?
When his
11
family
course
died.
meal.
Oh. We had 2 different answers there. I think both
Sorry,
are equally valid.
third most defeated moment in his
Third
life.
most.
It's crazy that
It's
you-
high. That's all that matters. It's high.
It's pretty high up there. Yeah. All right. So. Sorry. I'm actually gonna swap out for this soundtrack. Actually, I haven't listened to any of the songs in it yet.
Where to next, Captain?
Yeah, where are we headed next, Lord Captain? Are
We
headed
are
to
heading.
Outvan 4 or
We're heading to
Ariandus?
Outvan 4.
Outvan 4.
Oh,
Okay.
where the
My
fuck are we
favorite
on that?
part.
Yep.
What
I
the-
haven't pulled up these rules yet. It's
What
tough.
kind
Oh,
of
we were at Dulce Station, weren't we?
We're at Tassel's 9. Seriously.
Oh, yeah. Tusselos.
Man, why couldn't the planet have been a shitty swamp world where you don't have to worry about bombing it from orbit? Why did that be a nice planet?
Listen, Swamp World, half the people in here wouldn't go there.
I mean, we have a few Death Warders.
They're the exception, not the rule.
We have me and Bear.
You're a Death Warder as well.
Frontier World, but there's a little difference.
Yeah.
Navigation warp.
Gyros is
I'm
based
looking at
on,
the rules right now.
Because Riley's rulebook sucks.
Well,
doesn't
make your own
actually-
rule book. All right, make your own rule book with blackjack and hookers. All right.
Alright, yeah, give me my navigation warp test. Just 0. Okay. You estimate that the travel would take about 5 days.
Okay.
You fail the location of the astronomicon test. So we need to chart the course. Can you give me a -60 navigation warp test?
Wonderful.
I thought the first one was for plotting the course, determining
No.
the duration of the passage.
Nope, 2 different things.
That's an awareness. To locate the astronomicon, the navigator must make an ordinary awareness test.
Yeah, but you can't. You automatically fail it. Because you are outside the bounds of the light of the astronomicon. You automatically fail.
Oh. Yeah. Delightful.
-60.
So warp 60.
Navigation warp -60.
Yeah, you guys shit on me, but you're not making -60 rolls.
I don't.
Hey,
I
you
don't
got a
know.
bonus. You got a bonus with Warp Bane Hole.
I have a 65.
It's a 15. Should have a 15 threshold.
Even
Okay,
that.
so okay. What? You didn't tell me my bonus. What's my bonus then, Riley?
Plus 10.
So a plus
Plus 10,
10,
plus
so it's a
10 whole.
-50. So it was a 15 threshold. I still failed.
Okay.
Would it still be a -4 degrees of failure at 15?
No.
It'd be a -3.
-3 degrees of failure.
Okay.
Okay. You have a route, but it's kind of ugly, and it'll take you more time than you originally thought.
Okay.
Probably around 20 days.
Oh.
Oh, gods forbid.
Hey, 20 days in the warp, man. After spending a month, man. 2 months.
Would you like me to try to plot a different course?
Oh, I grabbed the wrong dice. That's
I
unfortunate.
mean, if you
Dice,
can.
it sounds like you have a fucking bag.
I do.
He does.
He does.
I have a few actually.
If you can, I would prefer, but we'll make do if you can't. I understand that there might not be another viable path, at least at the current moment.
Can I wait a day and then do another reroll?
Yes, but this might make the other path inaccessible, and you might have no path. That's the risk you take there.
I'm gonna tell that to Olivier. What do you want me to do?
You're getting closer and
We'll
closer to the
do-
warp storm here, so you know you don't.
We'll do it one more, and I'm gonna use exceptional leader, Trent.
All right, you have a 25 on this next as your threshold here, so it's plus 20, so it's minus 40 total for your next navigation warp test.
Okay. You said minus 40?
Yep, minus 40 total.
Okay.
Wow. You have an even worse route now. The old one is not open. That's going to take you 25 days.
I'm gonna reroll.
Fate point. Alright.
Fate point, fate point.
You always have that right. They restart at the start of each session, so you know. Okay. Get a warp route. It'll take the estimated 5 days.
Yay!
Thank God.
Alright.
You're not a bad
I'm
navigator.
so cool.
Okay. I need a plus 10 perception test to assess the conditions of the warp. Alright, I'm telling you this now, you have 2 warp encounters.
Okay.
That's your warning. Alright.
Alright, let me pull it up.
Alright, give me a steering the vessel check, which is a navigation warp test. With a technically, I think it'd be like a minus 30, but accuracy of the estimate, location, in rare cases,
Stage 2.
the astronomical cannot be found. The minus 60.
For every degree of success of the awareness test that was supposed to be in locating the Astronomicon, you get a plus 10 or minus 10.
Yeah.
In the rare case, fly to the
It's an
Astronomicon.
automatic fail, so I'm just gonna give you a minus 30 to this.
Minus 30 warp.
Minus 30 navigation warp, yes.
Thank God it's only minus 30.
This is including the warp span hole.
Now. So, minus 20 warp. That is unfortunate, because this is going to take 4 times the time.
Oh, no!
Your chart, good. Your steering, not as good.
Okay.
Even if we had
I mean,
even if we had it with the like a complete plus 20.
Do you want me to do my last fate point?
I mean, it's either that or we spent 100 days on the warp.
Well, no, we're
No.
not at
We
25
got back
anymore.
to 5.
We're back at 5, so this is gonna take you
Oh,
4 times,
okay.
which is
20.
20.
I'll do a fate point for my last one this time.
We spent.
So you said
fate
minus
points on
20?
last.
still minus 20, yeah. Okay. Well, that changed nothing. Because you're still at 2+ degrees of failure, which is still 4 times, so it's still gonna take you 20 days.
Okay.
You're
Wait,
still getting your 2 encounters. And you failed
Chris?
in while assessing warp conditions, so you don't get that plus 20 bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for what you got?
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
Chris, she gets 2 choices, so.
I know.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
tracking.
I get to choose.
Just making sure.
I'm tracking. I'm tracking on how this works.
Oh,
I swear to God, if we hit another goddamn reef.
it's gonna be worse than a reef.
I'm sorry, Logan, just to give you context, there's been 3 times we hit a reef in the warp that just damaged our ship.
Oh, oh, let me real quick, check that. Hmm. Ooh, no. And the other one, uh, oh.
How the fuck am I hosting right now for the?
Oh, I might have lost connection. Can I get it back? Wait, no, I'm hosting the watch together.
What the fuck?
Weird.
I joined you and it just said you're hosting now.
Weird.
Okay, there we go.
So what are you picking? They're both pretty bad.
They sound
Oh.
pretty fucking bad.
Man, why? I thought exploration was gonna be.
I can't tell you. That's my rule. I will never tell you what choices I have.
I know
You'll
that.
never see the other choice.
I'm
That's my rule for
I'm
this
just
game.
I'm just complaining about
that bad.
All right, I need
I'm just complaining about exploration.
I need a navigate warp minus 20 test from you, and I'm gonna roll a pilot test from
Mhm.
Zaalus. It's also pilot plus man. Sorry, not pilot plus man.
Maneuverability.
Pilot
Would I
plus
get the
maneuverability
warp
minus 20.
vein hole for the warp?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
What's maneuver?
Give me 1 second. Quickly checking. 21.
So it's only a it's a +1 total for this. Did we pass both? We
Believe in
did.
you.
We did.
Faith.
Okay.
I believed in both of you. You did it.
Cool.
Faith is
Yep.
real.
You guys almost run into a warp storm, but luckily you guys managed to make it past, and we didn't have to roll a d10 on the critical effects table.
The critical effects table? Oh fuck.
All right, we're going again.
Yeah. For each failed test.
Yeah, I get to roll twice. Okay.
Yeah. So he could have done the critical ship effects twice.
Okay.
Bro, I'm feeling this right now. This music. Oh god. Oh.
Okay. Injuries sustained during the later parts of the journey don't start. The blood doesn't seem to staunch and clot. I need a Medicae check. Who has our highest
From
Medicae?
Edict 6. Edict 6.
6 are Shuriken.
Which funny thing is, it's only a 28.
What?
He doesn't even have it as a trained skill, just a basic one.
What
Remember, he went down hair attack.
That's still better than what the rest of us have.
Per degree of
More than
failure.
likely, yeah.
Okay.
Mine's probably worse. That's a lot cheeky. I've got Medicae trained.
Would you like to use his instead?
Yes.
Okay. Roll me Medicae. +0.
Okay, so I haven't rolled, and roll 20 with any of the shit yet. And I don't
Oh,
know how good my medic is
so-
because it's not giving me a number.
if you
Total
go-
29.
It's one better.
It's one better.
I would
Okay.
take the 1 degree of failure over rolling this.
Was it
Because he
one?
previous had 1 degree of failure. That's not bad.
I'll take the 1 degree of failure then. I'm
Alright.
not. I don't want to lose that much crew.
Yeah.
You lose 1 crew. 1 crew pop. And you arrive in Haute Van 4.
Alright. Let's hope nothing too terrible this time.
Alright, an initial auger scan shows that the system is really weird because it is a small red star in the center with no habitable worlds except for maybe one that's around a gas giant. The gas giant, ironically enough, is larger than the star in the center of the galaxy.
What?
That's kind of
In
funny.
the center of this system.
How does this work?
That's the question of the day. Perhaps it cooled off
Yeah,
or
no.
something. It's hard
That's
to say.
Olivier's genuine reaction.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird bullshit. There's one world that perhaps is habitable. But otherwise the entire system is incredibly unremarkable.
Well, let's look at the moon, the habitable moon.
It's not a moon, it's a world, this one.
Oh, sorry.
It's an actual
Okay.
planet. So you go
So
over
how
to
many
this moon.
planets are there?
There are 8 in total. 1 gas giant and 7 terrestrial. Most are dwarf planets. This is a pretty small dwarf planet that you approach. And a scan of the planet shows that it is habitable, but very cold. Even the equator itself looks like it has the temperatures and disposition of the UK.
Oof.
Oof.
That must fucking suck.
Wait, is normal
Yeah.
UK or like UK with like the ocean currents?
This is like York.
Oh.
But otherwise, the system is incredibly unremarkable. It's a habitable world, kind of small, but you know,
Any signs of civilized life
No.
at one point?
not from what you could tell. Likely they left this world uncolonized because initial scans didn't show anything of worth. It's possible that there's minerals valuable under the ice, but you know, you gotta go digging for it.
Just do a minor resource survey.
Yeah, there's some steel and stuff on the planet that could prove useful. But, you know, it would require time to, you know, get the colony set up.
Keep that in mind for a later time.
Okay. Are we going to the next system?
Oh
Yes.
God.
Eridanus
Alpha.
Alpha.
Same rules, back to the top of the thing. I need an estimate for,
Yeah, give me a second. I am typing out the name.
Look,
I'm
just-
literally shitting bricks at this one. I have no more
fate points.
fate points. So what it is, what it is. I hope you realize that, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna use exceptional year for specifically. I'm assuming Chris is only gonna let me do one stage.
One
Yes.
per stage.
One per
Yes.
stage?
Or sorry,
Or-
once-
One per whole thing.
One per whole thing, but you can only
For
use
navigation.
it one of the stages. Yes. So like, if you want to use it on stage 3,
Yeah, we're gonna do stage 3.
all right, we'll get there. I need a navigation warp test. This is just to estimate the time it'll take to get there.
Modifier.
+0.
Does this include the warp spin hole?
Oh no, sorry,
No.
plus 10. Yeah, you estimate it'll take you about 7 days.
Okay. Awareness? Or another navigation?
We are on to navigation. Warp, minus 60, but he's using the plus 10, so it's just a minus 40 total. Oh,
Oh.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a good route. Should match the time
Very
that you
good
set.
route.
Give me a plus 10 perception test. Actually, I forgot to make you do the leaving the warp test before, but it's fine. I'll make you do it on the next one.
Delightful. You said
Plus 10
minus 10
perception.
perception? Plus 10
perception.
perception.
Minus
Don't
10
worry,
is what you'll
Chris.
get on the leaving.
All the celestial bodies are small this time, last time, so
Alright, yeah.
probably wouldn't do anything.
You recognize that you should only have one warp encounter. Steering the
Delightful.
vessel. Alright, give me a minus 20 navigation warp test
With warp spin?
with warp spin.
Minus 20?
Minus 20.
Oh.
That 7 days just got turned into 28. Which
Olivier is
means the
becoming
amount of
disillusioned.
encounters goes up.
Olivier is becoming disillusioned with the idea of exploration.
I think that's generally
We're-
smart. It'll now
We're
be
beyond. We're beyond
It'll
the
now be
light of the
3.
Astronomicon. What do you expect?
It'll now be 3. Here is... I'm gonna give you 1. I'm giving you a very similar option to one you had before.
Oh no.
You can pick the same thing again.
There is no other option.
Okay, yeah. Alright. I need the checks again. I gotta
Oh, we're about to go on a warp star.
I mean, the other
Minus
option
10.
is just so bad.
Hold on. What's your threshold? Ivy.
Well, this one's it's supposed to be minus 20, but with the warp bane hole is a minus 10.
Let me check quickly what Zalus's
it's
check
a
is.
it's a +1. So it'll be total.
No, I'm trying the threshold.
My threshold would be 55.
Yeah, you could just look at the number. I'm not gonna tell you.
All right, I'm gonna give Zaalus the
Alright, you're giving him the exceptional leader?
yeah. Maximize our chances
Zaalus
here.
succeeds. Alright, give me the navigation warp test. Nephinae. Alright, we pass on both fronts. Good. We don't run into the warp storm again, but we still have 2 more warp encounters.
That should be another warp star.
I know what you're gonna pick this time, so I'm only gonna just give you this one. This is what you have on the second leg of the journey. Can you tell me what you... Yeah, I was about to say. There you go. Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
The second leg
yeah.
of the journey is relatively uneventful. We got my favorite.
I'll get to see if it's favorite because of flavor or favorite because of oof.
Oh, it's just really
Probably
funny.
both.
Oh. It's oh.
It's shades again. Is it shades?
Oh,
Swear
you
to God.
wish. You wish. Let me ask that first.
Yeah, that's exactly why
Yeah,
it's
okay.
my favorite.
Yeah. Let me read. I don't know this mechanic. How bad is that?
If it's a ship mechanic,
Ooh.
I can tell you.
It's not.
Oh.
I'm half tempted, but
Okay, everyone. You feel fatigued during the rest of your journey out of the warp. Please, everyone, give me a... You all take 1 level of fatigue, and it will carry on for 4 days after you leave the warp.
Okay. Yay. Fatigue.
Olivier's fatigued more than ways than one.
Oh, Lance is having a terrible time of it. Okay. I want you to know I rolled the same thing twice.
yes, both options twice.
Yeah. That's basically what exploration sessions are, Tony. I just saw your message up in Occupado. So, you guys have made it to Arendonis Alpha. What an interesting system, by the way. So, auger arrays show a few things. One thing is that you see a small space station on the auger arrays.
What?
Outside of that, there's just a few worlds that seem relatively uneventful. The space station appears to be around a gas giant.
Does it appear to be imperial in origin, or?
No. The space station is clearly heretical. Very clearly.
Ah.
Do you not know where we are on the map?
I know where we are. All right. I was hoping.
Because you obviously don't, if you're asking.
Ooh.
I think it's pretty fucking obvious.
I know that. I'm trying to think of something right now. Chris, how large is the station?
Not big enough for you to fight it. Or, sorry, too big for you to fight it.
All right, we're leaving.
Not even gonna, go interact with it. You're just gonna leave.
No, we're leaving. We're leaving.
Which way? Back the way you came?
Screw that. We're going to Capricorn. We're going to follow some known routes back. We're going to afford the route to go back.
Well, you could either go to Capricorn, or you could go to Centaura Belt, or whatever you want to do.
Or you could be a big boy.
Don't go to Legius. Don't go to Legius. Please,
I mean,
don't go to Legius.
I mean,
I do not want to fight the Daravija squad.
We'll head to Centaura's Belt, actually.
Centaura Belt?
Sunken cost fallacy, alright? We need to make this exploration trip worth something.
Alright. We're going to Centaura Belt. I am very glad that you're going to Centaura Belt.
Just, if it's
Can you give us more information about the
Oh yeah, can you just give us more
when
information
we're
about the
in?
system?
Yeah.
About Ariandis
How many planets?
Alpha?
Yeah, how many planets?
4 planets. A gas giant and 3 terrestrial planets. None of the terrestrial planets are habitable. The star in the system is a blue star, a blue giant. And the star, or the space station is clearly heretical, but you also get readings from Dark Eldar and pirates and a bunch of other things.
Okay, so Chris, I'm gonna ask again. How big is the station? Like, what type of force would you need to be able to dislodge?
At least a. I gotta look up the sizes of the Imperial Navy.
Like, would I need a battleship? Would I need?
I mean, you wouldn't be able to take it, and they have a lot of ships here.
Yeah, but we're talking like, what if the Imperial fleet? What if what if the Imperial fleet?
Yeah.
You probably need a cruiser or two.
It depends on what's here at the time, most importantly. But
Just going based on the size, like,
yeah.
of the station. No other ships.
I'm looking at something right now.
So if it comes down to Legius and Sarthol, dude.
Look, man, if Centaurus belt is a bust, man, I think the world is trying to tell us don't fucking explore right now because there's only pain.
Probably a
Pain
battle
for
group.
you? Pain for you, bro.
Bro, pain for
Nephinae is the
everyone.
one
Dude,
navigating
there's pain. It's painful for everyone. All right.
Probably
In different ways.
a battle group would be needed to
I
take
mean,
this.
you're
with at
telling
least
Nephinae
one-
to do literally back-to-back navigation. And that is rough.
On a fucking break.
Well, we're not taking a break in this system.
Good point.
To Santara Belt we go. We're doing it again.
Fucking kill me.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Ah shit! Here we go again.
All
Navigator's estimate. Give me a +10 navigation warp test.
Yay.
Probably about 8 days. Next, my favorite part of the step. Give me that I'm guessing -40 again.
Yep.
Olivier?
Yes.
Delightful.
Unfortunate. So that at 8 days is going to be turned into 16. All right. Give me. Let's assess some warp conditions. Give me a +10 perception test. You do not know how many things you might encounter here.
Another warp.
Navigation warp, -20.
With warp span?
Yes, with warp span. Whew. What's 16 times 4?
No.
4 times 16
64.
is 64.
64. You'll be spending
2 months.
the 2 months and 4 days in the warp again. Ooh, fun.
Would you like me to wait in this system?
This is for steering. At
I
this
know.
point, you're in too deep.
Oh, so
once
we're
you start
going?
steering.
Okay.
We're in too deep.
Yeah, steering is
Okay.
too late to start.
And to be honest, even with that, I'd say we should definitely do it because the last thing I want is that station to call in another ship.
Very well. You realize how shitty it feels to always be rolling failures?
This is why you gotta join the combat. You'd be destroying in the combat.
Oh, combat?
You don't see the ship behind the scenes that I have to see. And I have to decide between horrible or horrible. Oh god.
Tough decisions are the privilege of rank. You're the only one with the rank of astropath.
Navigator
I'm not
Primaris.
though.
Navigator.
Fuck. Fuck.
Which will you pick? I really want you to pick the second one, but that's just me.
The second one, yeah. Can I? What's? I need to see the. I need.
Here, let me see if I can get it for you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. That'd be greatly appreciated.
See if
I
have
thought
it.
I put it on here, but I guess we didn't.
Is this the?
And you didn't put it on your rulebook either. Thank you.
Is this it? Rogue Trader. This is. I gotta find it. It's in the main rulebook. Okay. Ooh, we get to roll on one of my favorite tables. Do I have
Well,
this
no,
table
I'm
saved?
just. No, I'm saying that I want to see the chart for that one.
Oh. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I know.
Just the handbook's being slow.
I need to.
Edge. It works.
I know.
I need to weigh my options.
Is this where the table would be? I hope so.
Yes, Chris. Let us have information so we can pick which knife to do stab ourselves with.
I mean, that's the essence of this game, yeah. Can't believe I don't have this table saved. It's kind of disappointing.
Exploration was a mistake.
Always was. Always has been.
Why did
What?
I choose to be the navigator?
Oh, I would have been doing it if you didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the fucking... that table? Actually,
I'm looking for it right now.
I am.
No, I'm looking too.
It's somewhere in the handbook. I just... Would you like to reveal what I'm... what we're talking about so they might be able to help us find it? Or would you like to just have us keep looking?
Not that table.
Where is it?
I remember putting it somewhere. I just don't know.
Which table is it?
That's not that one. I'm not letting you know.
Okay, well, I guess I can't help you find the table then.
'Cause it's funnier this way.
Alright, I think I'm about to have found it. I used the brilliant thing of Control F.
Yeah, that's what I did. And not find it.
There it is, found it.
What page?
Of the main handbook, it is page 161 on the PDF.
Thank you.
Wait a second, that's before the navigating the warp section. Oh, I think I pieced it together.
Are you fighting something?
Oh, maybe, we don't know.
Let me look at this again. I can't risk that.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my my dice for this. Okay.
I think it might be psychic phenomenon.
It is. Let me find.
Is it for
everyone.
every? Everyone. Okay.
All right.
So that would be me. It would be
Everyone.
Gyros. It would be.
Everyone.
Is it everyone?
Everyone.
I thought
everyone.
it was.
Nope. It specifically states.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
This could be a lot less worse, is the thing.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
It is. It's
All right.
funny.
Can everyone make me a +10 agility test?
Fuck.
So, psychic phenomenon, probably?
You said agility.
We
Plus
still
10
have
agility
our
test.
fatigue or no?
A
No,
plus
that's
10?
gone.
No. A +10, you said?
+10.
Okay, well, you know.
Everyone who
I'm gonna use a-
fails is
I'm gonna use
just
a fate
knocked
point.
over.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
I messed
damn,
that
okay.
up. What the
You
fuck?
did. I don't know how, but you did.
So
I
just
can't
redo
see where
that
you
then.
roll agility at.
Oh, you put when you guys
Yeah. Okay.
you put an
No,
extra
I know I
plus,
messed up. Yeah.
which fucks up the math.
So
So input value modifier. Do I just manually type +10 or just 10?
Or just 10.
10, just 10. If you put a +10,
What
it'll
number
just
did
fuck-
you roll on it?
73. All right. Just
47 threshold, 46.
the entire ship shakes. During this time, some people just fall over. Some people die because they like fall from like a great height. Most of you are
Do I
fine.
get to watch any of these deaths?
No. You're on the
Oh.
bridge. The bridge is very uneventful for this.
Oh, can I see the Lord Captain get knocked on his ass?
Yes.
Yes.
I take a pain token for that.
No.
No.
Can she
I
get a
mean,
pain
he is
token
humiliated in front of everyone on the bridge, so...
I mean, can I get a
That's
pain?
tough. It's
Can-
not physical pain.
I would say, Chris, I think she deserves a pain token for witnessing all
All
the
the
things
suffering.
on this journey, all the
Sure,
suffering
yeah,
on this
I'll give her
journey.
one.
Do remember,
that.
Dracari feeds on
Yippee.
mental pain as well, mental anguish. It's not just physical.
All right, it's time for the next one.
The mental anguish never ends.
No.
Okay.
And the only fun part is seeing your guys' reactions and knowing that you can't see what I see.
Anyways, during this, I send a letter up to the fucking spire because I know shit's going bad. How are the cookies?
I mean, at that point, this is over like the second journey. They already ate the cookies. But,
Yeah,
like-
he forgot to ask how they were.
You only gave one cookie.
Yeah, I forgot the interaction wasn't done. He could have given you the bag.
Well, they make their own cookies up there. Oh god. I need to read again.
Oh, that's always a fucking great sign.
I don't know these ones. These are new ones.
Yeah, I rolled completely two completely new ones on the table. Our table's really fun, by the way, guys. Alright, everybody lose a fate point.
I don't have one to lose.
That works.
You don't have to like burn
Okay.
it, it's just you lose it for the session.
Could be worse. All right.
Yes, neither of the options were super terrible. Alright, one more.
Another one.
You're in
This
here
Never
for
end. 2 months.
64 days.
Oh no, we're gonna have 4 then, at the very least.
You know these
Bruh.
two. These are two familiar ones.
Yeah, let me. Okay.
Okay. Everyone, you get another fate of fatigue. And it will last once this journey's over.
So we're back at
2
1.
days. Yeah, you're back at 1 point of fatigue again.
Yay. Back in a minute.
One more. I'm telling you, this is the last one.
How bad am I gonna need a drink? Oh!
This is a very tough choice, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody. Throughout this journey, you all hear, every time you dream, you have very strange, esoteric dreams. And when you are awake, you hear hushed whispers from the back of your ear. Each of you gain 1 insanity point.
Dark Soul, I'm fine.
Oh, do you resist stuff like this?
Yeah,
How does that
Dark
work?
Elven. Pull up on this thing.
I don't suppose this is an ordinary horror.
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
fair enough. I tried.
Does anybody reach the threshold of insanity?
If I could find where insanity is.
Talents. The bottom.
Thank you.
Apparently you have 1 corruption point. Didn't even know you had 1 corruption point.
Well, yeah, I had a, what's it called? I grew up in a highborn world, Chris. We had a
That's right.
decadence.
Decadence.
No,
So what
it's against corruption and never mind, not insanity.
What happened to the fourth one? I was
Insanity. You gain 1 insanity point.
Oh yay!
Have you broken stable yet? Or broken out of stable
Broken stable. Where are the insanity points?
Talents.
Let me fucking find these.
yet? It's at the bottom of talents.
Bottom of talents.
Oh, you're only at... Alright, you're fine.
Insanity. Yay!
We're not there yet. We're good.
We're not there yet. No, we've got a few more to go.
I just knew that you had a pretty high insanity. Oh, let me add one insanity both of them.
Into the Edict. And
Edict 6 and Zaalus.
Zaalus.
Listen,
And-
I don't have
and
a high
Lance.
insanity.
And Lance. Yeah, I gotta have 1 to Lance.
I do not have a high insanity at all. That's preposterous.
I feel like it was gonna be a lot higher at first, but...
It was going to be a lot higher at first.
what's
See, nah,
Lance's
guys, I'm
insanity?
fine.
Oh, he's doing alright. He's fine. Maybe I should start just adding them as the longer he spends as the Seneschal, though.
It becomes heretic, not because he actually supports the Dark Ones, but you know,
Dark ones.
just stick. And the Dark One, yeah,
They
you know,
actually
like,
have work conditions. They give you leave.
Alright,
he's
They
just
pay you by
that
the
sick
hour.
of Olivier.
so. You guys make it to this system. The auger array is really interesting this time.
Please find something I can lie to myself to about saying
That's
this is
helpful.
all worth it.
It was all worth
That this
it.
was all
Please.
worth it.
Please
Find
let me
something.
take a break.
So,
Give me
I
a
got a
little
question.
break.
Who here is familiar with the Navy? In meta.
And
The Imperial Navy?
Meta.
Just a general Navy things.
Oh,
Navy
yeah.
thing, yeah.
Oh, I know a bit.
I'm not a
Can I get
seaman.
some lore Imperium checks from people?
Okay.
Never mind.
Space Hulk, Space Hulk, Space
And
Hulk.
would like my things apply? Either one of them.
Difficulty.
Common or
Ordinary.
That's a +10.
Yes.
Common law, Imperium.
I'm gonna
My
use
intelligence-
my last fate point to reroll that. I'm tired.
You're tired of this bullshit.
You're tired. You're tired.
I think we're all tired. All right. Look. If you're tired and I'm tired, doesn't mean I can't complain about being tired.
You're tired. You've been sitting on your ass this whole time.
I know, and I've been losing, taking L's by it.
It's not. fucking
You aren't the
rolling.
one having to see the horrors of the war.
That's unfortunate that what just happened to you. It became even worse.
I know.
Okay, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do
no,
any of you
not
have
happening.
war that would like to roll that instead? Common or
There I go.
Forbidden Lore War, or Common Lore War, or Scholastic Lore War? I forget which one it is.
Got it.
Let's see what I have. I have
Christ.
You know what's fucked?
What?
So much
Uh,
of my shit is intelligence based. Forbidden law, common law, everything in there, which I have 3 of, they're all intelligence based. Wrangling, survival, Medicaid, all intelligence based. My intelligence is 29.
That's fortunate.
skill
I have
issue.
2 skills that are intelligence, and one of them is perception, which is almost as low.
Okay.
If you have an advanced skill,
Wow.
it should be.
I like you guys to know you're
Okay.
failing this on +10.
Yeah, all of you failed this on a +10. I just want you guys to know that.
I didn't add that, but I failed either way.
It doesn't matter. You failed so badly. So the auger array is showing something really weird. A lot of concentrated ship IFFs.
Can we
Space Hulks?
you know,
And-
a Zaalus roll?
Let me see what he has for this. Actually, he has like the perfect thing for this.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
Zaalus informs you that the auger suggests that that is a Space Hulk.
Huh?
And
Wonderful.
that, my friends, is where we will end this session.
Okay, but
Face
what is
off.
a fake Hulk?
It is.
Abandoned
ship.
Okay.
It's not an
What are you
abandoned
boy.
ship, per se.
Sorry,
Hey,
sorry.
it's
Let me
flashbacks.
rephrase.
Every
Let me
ship
rephrase.
I'm losing the warp, glue them all together. Glue them all together. Weld every ship in the warp that gets lost to all together, you get a Space Hulk.
Not every ship, but a select collection of ships.
It's the best way to explain it to a layperson. Listen,
Yeah.
you take all those fucking lost ships, you weld them together, you throw in some Eldritch Horrors, some demons, maybe a few Gene Stealers. Possibly
We're so
even
fucked if we
enemies.
find Gene Stealers.
And then you just let them all loose in there, and it's like a fucking... Like when you have a garbage bin that you leave in a forest for 3 months, and it grows its own little self-contained
Look.
environment with different viruses. That's the Space Hulk.
Look, if we
Okay,
find Gene
I'm just gonna
Stealers,
write
I'm
down
just leaving.
loot box of horrors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty accurate.
However,
But
there could also
also-
be super useful stuff on there.
I think
There
there's
could
be
be
ancient
good
archaeotech,
shit.
ancient
I
weapon,
do
like
have work,
Maybe
so I'm gonna
treasure.
go to bed.
Alright.
yes,
You all have a good
basically
night.
Definitely,
treasure,
yeah.
Night, buddy.
treasure from the dark age of science, is it?
Technology.
Technology.
Edge technology or golden age technology, either one. Also, just random shit. You can find Xenotech on there. You can find relics from, like, even Great Crusade just on there. There have been some times when actually relatively recently missing ships happen on Space Hulks where you've been able to rescue people, or in lore where people have been rescued. It's just, again, ships that get lost in the warp. So, it is loot box of horrors, loot
And
box of
sometimes they
everything.
just appear.
Oh yeah, if you're in a system and like there's a warp storm coming through, it could just leave a giant Space Hulk there.
Sometimes they also just leave.
And sometimes they just disappear as well. Because they're so psychically, like, warp unstable that, you know, they could just disappear sometimes.
Yeah.
Back into
Usually
the
there's a
warp.
big chip at the center and smaller ones compile around it.
Yeah.
So that will, I think, usually just be the oldest one, unless the smaller ships just bump into it, and a couple of them can be pretty fucking old. But usually it's the big one that got lost ages ago.
All right.
Something I can lie to myself about, saying it is all worth it. Finally.
You ain't even lying, broski. This is worth it.
You just had to really go out of left field for it.
Hey, we don't know if it's worth it yet. For all we know, there might be Tyranids on that thing.
Also, thank you for not going towards the Eldar.
Oh no, that was a joke, man. We put it this way: I've already had enough L's so far, and I know
You
how
wanna
bad.
know the main syllable of the Eldar? L.
I know
This wasn't
how
getting any-
powerful their ships are, and how annoying it would be to fight them.
I
It'd
also
be.
just don't want to meet him.